Hello, everyone.
Hello,
It's me, Mike the Gamer Guy,
in town.
and here we are, according to the Super Nintendo in the year 2019.
Where
I guess we
from?
already know what happened in Smash Brothers.
Yes,
That's interesting. Um, Especially since tonight we're going to speculate what's going to happen in Smash Brothers.
all our predictions are right.
It's not even just our predictions, but kind of what we already know, what we hope to see. Tomorrow is, of course, the big Smash Direct, which I think everyone knows that.
But since we're from the future, we already know.
Yes, but that is a joke. The yeah, we're just here to talk about Smash Brothers, really, and as some background video, I guess.
Yeah,
We have some video game footage. Um, since we're talking about Smash Brothers, we're using Super Nintendo stuff. Um, I guess.
yeah.
I don't know. Hello, welcome to chat, whoever's here. And anyway, we're going to play something. So, uh, maybe. What do you think, Tom?
X. Let's do that.
Oh, yeah. Let's find some Mario thing. You want to just select something? Anyway, so I'll probably be doing some. I wonder if I can just grab this quick. Okay. And please be free to let us know about any audio issues, whether or not you can hear both of us, or any video issues because I can't see anything at this point. Maybe that works. Okay. So
I think I found one, but I'll wait until.
looking up something real quick. There was a infograph I saw that laid out all the stages that are currently confirmed. So which one did you find?
I think this one.
Super Mario's World 4th?
Yes.
Okay.
I was intrigued by it. It looks interesting.
Where's this music from? Oh, this is Mario 3 music from All Stars. Do you want to give that a little go while I look for the thing I'm trying to find?
Sure.
Here we go. All confirmed stages for Smash Bros. So before we get into the meat of the discussion, which is probably going to be characters and modes,
Mario begins again.
I kind of wanted to go over the list of confirmed stages that we have. It's absolutely massive. I guess this one even is missing a few. But we've got a ton. I want to say that the last count was 85 returning stages. And then we of course got some new ones. We've got the New Donk City stage, we got the Zelda stage, Splatoon stage. You got like Final Destination, I guess, is technically new in Battlefield.
Yeah.
Though they're the same basic design. So we're only missing a few that I can. Maybe it'd be better to look up what stages haven't been confirmed yet.
Yeah.
That might be the way to do it. Because I think the white key has like a list of all the. There we go. Okay. So I'll sort these by unconfirmed. And we will get into our opinions on these stages. I think that makes a good deal of sense. Okay. So for starters, beginning off with a classic one. You want me to take over?
Yeah.
Okay. With a classic one, we have Big Battlefield. This was a stage added in the Wii U version, basically specifically for the 8-player Smash gimmick.
Yeah.
Just to show, hey, you can have 8 people now on Battlefield.
But I don't know. Does the 8-player Smash gimmick even work? I don't know. Like, I think it gets too chaotic with Smash.
Oh, it does, but I mean, it's back. We know that much.
Yeah.
How does this work? Oh, okay. It's just a really tight jump. Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is a stage they need to bring back, really, but I think that we will see it again, because very low dev time, I imagine,
Yeah.
and also, it is probably the best way to showcase 8-player
Yeah.
Smash.
That, or will they come up with big stages?
Just a whole
Yeah.
line of
like
8-player
the
Smash
Omega
specific.
stages, kind of thing.
Maybe. I could see them doing that with a handful, like Final Destination,
Yeah.
big Final Destination, and maybe a couple others, but I feel like you kind of run the risk of, like, which one is the best version of that stage then, and which
Yeah.
one is like the standard. So, it's possible. I do think we'll get it back just for like the reasons that I mentioned, that it shows off 8-player Smash.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't come back, I will not care. It was, I think, my least played on stage in the entirety of Smash Wii U. Next up is Bryn Star Depths, which I believe is the one that is, what is it, Krang? Or is that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Krang? Is that a Metroid character? It's the giant green dinosaur man, and he swipes the stage and it flips it around.
That stage is annoying.
You don't like that one?
No, I really hate it actually.
I'm
because
very fond of that
the
one.
dinosaur guy will go ahead and swipe, and then I'll die, and it's sad. And it isn't the somebody killed me. It's that the
shoot.
The
stage killed you.
Yeah, which is never fun.
I don't know. I like it. I like that it's just got a sense of scale to it, you know, with how giant he is in the background.
Yeah.
The reason why I think maybe no is because of Ridley being in the game.
Yeah.
And since Ridley's in the game and he's not too big anymore, having this giant character and then next to Ridley, it's kind of like a contradiction.
Yeah.
By that same token, though, I guess that the music that was used for that stage, specifically from Melee, is confirmed to be back. So, I mean, if that's the case, either A, it's just being used on a different Metroid stage, which is likely.
Probable.
Yeah. Or we do have an example of that music kind of revealing that the stage is returned. I don't see why they couldn't just use the music in a different stage.
I don't see why they wouldn't either.
Yeah. I don't know if I can make that.
You can make it, but it's not a stage that I would particularly use.
I guess I just want it back because I would love it if all of Melee was back. Especially a lot of competitive players have been really hoping for a Melee HD, and I don't think that's going to happen. I think this is about as close as they're going to get. So it'd be kind of neat if they satisfied at least that faction of Melee fans who just really want all the stages.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Dreamland from the 3DS version. Do you remember this stage?
No, I didn't play the 3DS version much because it wasn't as good as the Wii U version.
Right. This was a stage that was based on the original version of... It was based on the original Dreamland, down to the fact that it was actually on a Game Boy screen and everything. It's like basically the entire Kirby's Dreamland Game Boy game put into stage form. Like, all the levels are there. That's irritating. And everything, and it's got like the Game Boy logo, or the Nintendo logo comes down and it goes bling. In addition to being a Kirby stage, it is also a Game Boy stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it was a really neat stage, and it kind of has a dual purpose. And it is both a Kirby representative and also like that retro Nintendo stage as well.
Yeah.
A la Flat Zone, And the Game Boy is so hugely important to Nintendo that I feel like it's just like a smart fit.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind seeing that one come back at all. In fact, I think it's one of the better stages on 3DS.
And since it's like a 3DS version, I'm sure the Wii U version was a bit more popular, since it's the one that's getting like tournament play, right?
Yeah, I don't really think anyone plays the 3DS game at tournaments.
Yeah.
Because when you get down to it, it's just the Wii U version mechanically, but worse. Yeah. Because they weren't able to include all the features that the Wii U version has.
Yeah.
But yeah. So again, like that's just another neat thing they could do is just, in my opinion, bring all the 3DS stages over because those really need it.
Yeah.
There's no way to play those on a TV unless you have a capture card and want to mess around with that. So that's a cool one. Final Destination. They list all the Final Destinations here. I don't think we'll see any of the Final Destinations return.
Final Destination Melee.
I don't think we'll see that happen. Same thing with Battlefield.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's really worth talking about those. Oh, Flat Zone. It's unknown which Flat Zone is in the game. Whether it's Flat Zone 2 or Flat Zone X. It's got to be one of those, but the original Flat Zone is also unknown, and that's kind of going to be dependent on whether or not it's Flat Zone 2 or Flat Zone X. Because I think that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but all that Flat Zone X was a combination of the first two Flat Zones. I'm pretty sure that was the Wii. Do you remember that stage that much from the Wii U version?
No.
What stages did you play on the Wii U version mostly?
We played Final Destination.
Is that mostly what we played?
That, and I believe we played On It.
Oh yeah, that one's a good one.
And we played the Hyrule Castle when it came out.
Oh yeah. See, I've been playing a lot more of the gimmicky stages on the 3DS version, since I've been playing that in preparation for Ultimate, and I'm really beginning to like it again. Like, it reminds me when we played Melee, because I think one of our favorite stages from Melee was Icicle Mountain, and that's a major gimmick stage. So, I'm kind of gaining an appreciation for those. But anyway, so the Flat Zone stages are all unconfirmed, but we know that we're getting at least one. And personally, I think it's probably going to be the stage that brings all of them together, rather than seeing Flat Zone 2 and Flat Zone 1 separate again.
What is Game & Watch's?
Flat Zone 2 or X. Whichever, because all that we've seen so far is Fire, which is featured in both of those. So it could be either one. We got a comment. Take a look and see. Oh, yes, I will get that up. I'll probably put that on the About section of my channel. So after the stream is over, I'll do that, and then any like inquiries about videos or anything, just send them there. And that should work. This makes me nervous. Oh my god. But yeah, that's where we are with Flat Zone. So I'm gonna guess that they're just gonna bring back the Flat Zone X stage, which is unfortunate because I actually like Flat Zone 1 by itself.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm nostalgic for from Melee. But I guess as long as it's represented in some way.
Well, stages have like forms then. Like, maybe you only want to play on one section of Flat Zone. And you know how stages change from
oh, sure. You're thinking maybe
like Pokemon Stadium?
Yeah.
Like, maybe they'll go ahead and have stage forms or something.
It'd be kind of neat. Oh my god. Poor Yoshi. Whatever. Nice. Next up, we got Fountain of Dreams. This is a really popular one from Melee. I think it was Marth's home stage in Melee, interestingly enough. And, I mean, it's a good one.
Yeah.
I think the music's really great. Visually, it would look great in HD. What are your opinions on this one?
Fountain of Dreams is like Battlefield, like iconic.
Yes, right. And they have pretty similar layouts, and it's also hugely popular competitive Melee.
Yeah.
So, plus more Kirby stages. I mean, what could that hurt? What, especially considering that the one that was in Wii U kind of sucked.
I hate the stupid the mine one, right?
The Great Cave Offensive one, yeah. Where it's just a giant, like, oh, that is a bit weird. Like a huge, massive level. Like, I get what they were going for, but I hate it. So I hope that they change that.
Yeah.
Well, not change it because it's back. I think it's already confirmed to be back. But I do hope they bring Fountain of Dreams as a good other Kirby stage, because the series could definitely use a couple new stages or returning stages. Gamer. This is that Game & Wario level.
Oh.
I kind of like this one. It's got like a really interesting gimmick that I don't feel like is present anywhere else in Smash Brothers. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like the character, sees you and then you get tossed off the stage. Also, it's got some fun
It can be kind of annoying if you're the character that gets knocked off.
Oh, hey, that was a frame perfect thing.
Nicely done.
But yeah, it can be a little bit annoying, but that's one of those like fun gimmick stages. Yeah. And it also pays homage to Nintendo because you've got like the Virtual Boy that's in the background.
Yeah.
Another thing that I either heard or read was the idea that there's a hazard toggle now in Smash Ultimate, so you can turn off hazards. So will stages like Gamer that have different...
That boosts my whole form idea. The form of the stage.
Oh yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, because there's transforming stages, so how does that handle that? Yeah, exactly, because the thing with Gamer is that in addition to that gimmick, there's also the layout's slightly different every time.
Yeah.
Or there's like 20 different layouts that it could be, and it's one of them. You know what I mean? So by turning hazards off, do you get a consistent version of the stage that will always, be the same, like the tournament version, or whatever. I think that would be really good for Smash Brothers, because stages like Mario Maker are cool, but it's kind of a crapshoot what you get with it. I think with Mario Maker, it's completely random. It like literally is a randomly generated course, which is both the fun part but also the sad part, because if you get a really good stage, it's lost to the ether. We have Golden Plains, which is another one that you probably don't remember. This was a 3DS level, based on the critically acclaimed classic game New Super Mario Bros. 2.
Oh.
that reaction says everything. In this one, people say it's a 3DS specific gimmick, but it's not really. You collect 100 coins and then you get a buff that you turn into golden version of whatever character you're playing, which basically you just can't be launched. Like, you can take damage, but they can't launch you at all.
That's kind of interesting.
It's actually a fairly fun stage, and it really plays into the coin idea of Mario, because you can't P-switches, and that turns on the blue coins and the red coins you can find, which, when you start to think about it, that's surprisingly integral to the Mario experience. We're gonna move on to a different ROM hack, because that one was getting kind of boring. I'll let you look again.
Okay.
So I think that's a good stage to bring back, actually. And it's another, like, location-based one. That's kind of a weird complaint, but I just like the ones that are kind of out in the Mario world, you got, like, the Mushrooming Kingdom stage, for example.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. That Mario vs. Bowser and Mighty Number 9.
Yes.
I'm worried. Okay. I guess we'll try it. Oh, there he is! That's him. It's by Roberto Zampari. Okay, Roberto. Play in your game. Today it's a normal day for Mario until suddenly begin point. This isn't even a... Where am I? I'm just in the middle of these trees. This doesn't look right. I think that someone made a broken game.
Okay, what's the next level?
Can't play that one. Okay. Hannibal from Brawl. You remember this stage? Have you played Smash Brothers before, sir?
Yes, but you usually pick Final Destination whenever we play.
Yeah. Okay, Hannibal was a Brawl stage that was based on a game called Electroplankton.
Okay.
Yeah. This is like
It's the one with the leaves, right?
Yes, exactly. That one was unsurprisingly not in the Wii U game because I think it's kind of universally hated. In my opinion, it's like I'm just happy when they bring back a stage pretty much no matter what it is. However, this one is one that can kind of pass for me personally.
Yeah. I don't really care about it.
You don't care about this one?
Because I forgot about it. So.
Oh my god, it's something else.
No, we already did that.
Long ago.
Well, that one has parts to it, Michael.
Oh. Oh wait, we have a suggestion.
Try Mario 2.
Okay, I guess I gotta enter this first level before the hook will work. There we go. Do I have that one on here?
I thought I saw something.
Dream Edition.
Dream World. Oh no, demo.
Oh wait, Mario 2 Dream Courses. That might be under here then. Because it's a hack of Mario 2, not Super Mario World. Alright. Mario Brothers. We might not have that one, unfortunately. One of the only ones we don't have.
Where is this? It's just Super Mario All Stars.
I don't know. Okay, that didn't work. Try and use the hook. Bring this back. Oh, it is a Super Mario World hack? Okay. Well, maybe we'll be able to come back to that one later. This is the Great Alliance. We'll go with that one.
Okay.
Okay, so there's Hannibal. I think we're both kind of like on it.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it came back, I guess. Like, why not? But like, if it's gonna take.
But if it's between two stages.
Yes,
then...
like Fountain of Dreams or Hannibal, it's like goodbye. Don't need you. That one didn't work either. So we have to reset the whole machine. All right. Next up, we have. Make sure that it's receiving the content. Yep. Next up, we have Icicle Mountain, which is something.
It's the climbing stage for Melee, right?
Yep.
That stage is good. And since the ice climbers are back,
why not give them 2 stages?
Yeah.
2 characters, 2 stages.
1 character.
Well, I mean, like Popo and Nana, they're separate entities. They're separate thinking, feeling creatures.
But Nana can die, and you won't die.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. Like, okay, are you gonna select something? I'll try and find something for you, I guess.
So does it count as 2 beans or just 1? Yes, bringing the philosophy here.
Super Mario World Pokemon Darkness.
Ooh.
Something messed up with the E there. Crediting literally everybody.
Good. Okay. File 1.
Here we go. So yeah, I want to see this one come back.
Yeah.
Bien, la bonjour. Bienvenidos. I can't believe this actually has dialogue in it. Professor Chen.
That must be his French name?
Chen? Oh, I guess probably.
This isn't French, right?
Yes. It says Mon Nam. Mon Nam es Chen. Oh, my name is Chen. Mon Nam is a palindrome and sounds like it's talking about Pokemon. Domesticated animals, I think I see in there.
Yeah, must be pretty good. Tsunami?
Oh, non. Un tsunami. I guess a tsunami came. Oh, lad. Mac Derby was here. He'd be able to help. Wait, this is English now. A light, I've awakened after 300 years of endless sleep. I sense a great danger. I must find out what is happening. This is utterly bizarre.
It looks like there's a lot of work has gone into it, though.
I know. Oh my god, press X, Tom. Oh boy. There's always a problem with these hacks. I'm gonna temporarily... I'm gonna turn down that sound because that's the most irritating thing ever. Okay.
Why?
Anyway, we got a comment from...
Oh, shoot.
Snoop Troop? Okay. He says, just stages. 1% chance of story mode. No new characters. I've got to totally disagree. Respectfully disagree with that. I think that we are on for some character, probably a clone character. I think that the common one that's been thrown around there recently is Isabelle.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that. I do think we're going to get a lot of stages, though. This is going to be a stage and item-focused direct, if I could guess. Just because those are the 2 sections of the website that have not been opened yet. So, very possible. But I think that they'd be nuts to have a direct focused on Smash and no character reveal. Even if it's just an Echo character. Okay, this is too irritating. Also, I think story mode is actually pretty likely.
I'd say a story adventure type mode is likely.
Also for this direct, just because I get the feeling that this will be a mode.
Yeah.
Here's some modes: classic, tournament, story mode. Here, how we unlock characters, which will probably be the story mode. Here is a character, and here are some stages.
I think at the very least we'll get an Echo Fighter.
Yes, I think that that's necessary. Next up, we have Jungle Hijinks, which I believe is the Donkey Kong Returns stage.
Oh.
This one was interesting, but I didn't like it because it looks nice. It's a great looking stage, but the going between the foreground and background is not fun. It's a good idea that just didn't play out. In the game itself, in Donkey Kong Country Returns, it's fun.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is one that I think just got compatibility through SA1. So let's try that. Oh, I'm happy with what we have. I think it's amazing what they've done so far. But I think that Nintendo knows that if they want help Captain Toad get started. Okay. And we froze. This is an early version of the SA1 core, so that's probably why. I think that they'd be silly to reveal it all in the direct. If that's the case, they should have held on to Daisy and Ridley a little bit longer.
And just said, here's Pichu and Young Link.
Yeah, we're bringing back the entire cast of Melee, is what they could say. And then next one, everyone from Brawl. Everyone is here.
Yeah.
Next one, Daisy's in. Next one, Ridley's in. And then the game would probably launch. I think that the pacing would suggest, and given what Sakurai's written about, he actually just released a column in Famitsu last week, I think, all about his opinion on how to pace reveals and construct trailers, and I think that that would go against his philosophy there. But if this
because there's always like a new character
at launch, even
unless it's
leaked, which happened last time. But even even with Wii U, you got Mewtwo revealed.
Yeah.
So there's that. Super Chomp World looks good. Famicom games that I've been playing lately. My apologies. I hope no one has epilepsy or anything. That was... The SD2SNES can be kind of temperamental with some of these round hairs. Have I played any Famicom games? Not really, honestly. I've been so busy with between moving and getting things set up for school and everything that really all I've been doing is kind of playing a little bit of Dolphin emulation when I get the chance. And some WarioWare, which has been kind of fun.
I've been playing Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, which has been fun for the most part.
Have we tried this before, too?
I think
IQ Test Revenge of Einstein?
And I think we did, and we found out that we weren't good.
Oh, okay.
And that we were stupid. Had no like.
Like.
That or we were like, oh, we don't want people to find out that we have like. Let's not do that.
Wario World. Here we go. Oh, we finished moving. That's just why like basically I hadn't streamed for the past 2 or 3 weeks. It was just because of this move. Now we're done, so things should start picking up, but it wasn't far. It was just within the same city that we were in. Welcome to the Isle of Rage. But Igwig will ruin your holiday if you don't stop him. Oh, Yoshi will help you to get to Igwig. Who's Igwig? Is that Igwig over there in the middle of the ocean?
I don't know, but
Yoshi's Lake.
It looks like Luigi. You're playing as Luigi. Because they're sprites, I was saying, between Mario and Luigi.
But he's Wario. See, he's yellow.
You can go to all the stages?
I guess so. Let's go straight to Igwig's palace. Yoshi's desert is in the middle of the ocean. Don't Hip Bay.
Oh, that's the first stage you
Welcome
have
to
do?
Hip Bay. I don't know. Oh.
Can you, like, use it? Is Yoshi like a must-have?
Yoshi's always a must-have. This was designed by a 3-year-old. What is going on? Alright, Congo Jungle 64. I believe this stage actually returned in the Wii U game.
Yeah, after the DLC, right?
I think even before DLC, I want to say. I want to say it was a base stage. I know Hyrule Castle and Princess and Peach's Castle came back with DLC, but I want to say that Congo Jungle was always there. So I think it will be back just because they had the HD version of it already.
Yeah.
And it's been pretty consistent. I think it only skipped Brawl. Because it was in Melee as the annoying 15-minute Melee stage. And it was in 64, obviously. So
Well, that was bad flying car.
Igwig, you genius.
He is a genius.
Binary Land is a really fun game. I have a review of that buried deep in my channel. It's kind of bad, but I do like Binary Land. Bird Week I do not like. This game is it must be a joke or something, right? This reminds me of there's a game called like a Chaos Complex, which is just a joke Mario hack essentially. This feels like that because it's so inept. Yoshi's transparent. Ghosty. Goshi.
Everybody has time to go ahead and put colors.
Oh. I'm Rainbow Martio now. Is this Igwig's area?
I don't know. But I know we need to go ahead and talk about the next stage.
Mario Brothers. This was a brawl stage. It was based on the arcade Mario Brothers.
I don't remember it too well.
It was kind of like in the vein of the Donkey Kong 75mm or 75-meter stage. Like nearly exactly the same idea, but with Mario Brothers arcade. Yoshi's tongue is Igwig's.
Oh, you can eat those guys.
Can I eat? Will eating him kill him?
Good job. Good job, Michael.
What about this one, Tom? You want it back?
What?
Do you want the Mario Brothers stage back?
I don't remember it, so I'm okay with it not being back. Like, the problem is with the whole Smash stages and stuff, like, I think they're cool and all, but, like, I'll only end up playing probably a handful of them.
Magic Jewelry is a wonderful game. I guess Bird Week is just something I don't understand. So that's my issue. And I hate what I don't understand. But, yeah. Bird Week is maybe one I just need to give more of a try. I have like a weird Bird Week Mario crossover hack on my Lexi book, so maybe that's the way to go about it. Okay, Mario Brothers, I say bring it back even though it was not the most fun stage. It is cool though in the sense that it's one of those stages that totally recreates a game in a Smash Bros. Level.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Donkey Kong does, and especially like that Dreamland stage we talked about earlier. Miiverse is not coming back, I'm gonna say.
No.
And there's no reason to bring it back because it is just Battlefield. But with some messages that were usually racist or otherwise inappropriate in the background. So Miiverse isn't coming back,
no.
Even though technically they could do it. They kind of did with Splatoon 2.
Yeah.
They had like Miiverse and
they could do like
a Miiverse substitute
Splatoon stage.
Like, well, we'll get to like new stages in a bit, I think, but yeah. I don't see it happening. Like, definitely not. Next up, we have Mushroom Kingdom 64, and also along with this one, the Melee, like reimagining of it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not liking what it's doing here with that. This was one of my favorite stages in Melee because it's that retro style. It works a lot better, I feel, than the Donkey Kong stage and Mario Brothers stage do, because it's just more colorful and fun than either of those. I mean, you remember this one at least, right?
Yeah.
Mushroom Kingdom 1 from Melee. Oh my god.
I think I do. It's the one with is it the 8-bit one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then there was Mushroom Kingdom 2 as well.
And that's the Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah, the 16-bit Mario Brothers 2 one. So bring this one back, I say. Or do you not like it? What do you think of it?
No, I think it's fun with the blocks in the middle, but I also see how it could be equivalent to one of the new Super Mario Brothers stages in that regard. With some of the gimmicks of the stage.
Right. How about we play something a little bit less mind intensive? Has the knickknacks? I don't know exactly what you're talking about, I'm afraid. It sounds interesting. I'd love if you want to, once I get the thing set up on the About section, if you want to send me an image of that to my email, that'd be kind of cool. I'm always interested in seeing new bootleg carts. You want to go mess around in your old file?
Sure.
These are some of the ROM dumps that I made myself, actually, now that we're playing. So this one is my childhood save file of Link to the Past. Does it make you feel nostalgic, Tom?
2 crystals. Yeah, it does.
Are you going to begin weeping?
I'd weep because I haven't finished it. I know this game pretty well now.
Okay. But yeah, bring one of those Mushroom Kingdom stages back. I think that kind of fulfills an interesting niche.
I think I would prefer Mushroom Kingdom 2 back.
That one's already back.
Oh, it is?
Yep. I agree, though. That's the better stage, but it's already back, so bring back this one as well.
Yeah.
Some people have speculated that that if this one isn't back, they'll change Mushroom Kingdom 2's name, because they've been doing that with a few stages, and they'll call it, like, Subcon, because that's technically the name of the kingdom from Mario 2, is Subcon. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Get it? Because it's subconscious. Mario Subcon, yeah. But, so that's kind of some speculation. Next up we have Mute City Melee and Mute City 3DS. So I don't think you played the 3DS one, but it was really cool in that it's just the first Mute City level of the original F-Zero game, totally in 16-bit with the same Mode 7 rotation and everything, perfectly recreated. Very cool stage.
Yeah.
Very unique too. So that one's a definite for me. The Melee Mute City stage, aside from me just wanting it back to have every Melee stage back, I don't know if it's really one that was ever like my favorite.
Yeah.
Aside from the music, which is great. But that's just F-Zero music for you. What do you think?
I'd like it back. I've always had fun with Mute City.
Okay. I mean, they brought back Big Blue. And might as well just bring back the other one. You don't like Big Blue? I love Big Blue. See, that one's like the crazier version.
No, that's the bad version that goes ahead and the stage kills you instead of.
Sometimes that can be fun though. Sometimes the crazy stages can be kind of fun, like Poke Floats.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. The Pixar thing. Yes, that's really interesting, actually. I think someone replied to a comment I left. Anyway, so I'm definitely on the 3DS Mute City, bringing it back.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. And then you sound like you're for Mute City Melee? Okay. Then we're almost halfway through. It was pretty quick, all things considered. Orbital Gate Assault from Wii U. This was a Star Fox stage that I personally really didn't like. This one is like the problem that you've been talking about, Tom, where the stage kills you. This one's just like got too much going on, and it's like kind of unpredictable too. Like you're crashing into things and things are blowing up, and you never really have a full grasp on what the stage is doing to you.
Yeah. So
this one is a solid no for me. I'm gonna say this one is. I'm not a fan of this one.
I don't remember it.
Why am I not surprised? Okay, then Pac Maze, which was a 3DS stage. This one is just the first, well, the only level of Pac-Man as a stage.
Yeah.
They say, again, I've heard people say
it's the Pac-Man. It's the scrolling level, right?
No, you're thinking of Pac-Land for the Wii U. I'm talking the 3DS one.
Okay.
It is just the first level of Pac-Man. I mean, bring this one back because it's iconic. Like, that first level of Pac-Man is known by everybody. Again, I've heard people say it's got a 3DS exclusive gimmick that you need, like, the 2 different screens to use, but for starters, even if that was the case, you can hook up 2 Switches together.
Yeah.
And secondly, that's not the case because I've been playing the game, and it's very clear how this works with 1 screen. So, no problem there. Bring it back, even though I don't care for it that much. Next up, Paper Mario for 3DS.
It depends.
It depends?
What Paper Mario is it from?
It might be kind of a combination of them. You want me to bring up a
If
few of
it's
it?
Sticker Stars or Color Splash, no. Oh, no.
What's the SS Flavion?
Don't remember.
Flavion? Isn't that a thing from Thousand Year Door? Yeah, that's a Thousand Year Door thing.
Okay, then
It's a mixture of all, I think, up to that point, all Paper Mario games. So the first area is based on Sticker Star, then it goes into Thousand Year Door, and it ends with the flying castle, Bowser's Castle from the first Paper Mario game.
Okay, yeah.
So you're good with that one?
Yes.
Again, bring back the 3DS stages.
I'm not saying that I'm biased against any Paper Mario game.
You certainly don't have a deep-seated hatred for Sticker Star.
I don't know. I mean, the prototype of Sticker Star didn't look good at all.
You don't desperately wish for a world where that was released instead.
Where you had a chain chomp partner. That didn't look good at all.
Yeah, but bring that one back. Because again, I think it'd look really nice in HD. And it'd be the first Paper Mario content on Switch. Before they release Color Splash 9. Peach's Castle 64. This was brought back as DLC for Smash Wii U, so I'm going to say it's going to be back.
Yeah.
It's a weirder stage. Definitely not the best Peach's Castle level by any means. It always kind of felt like with the original 64 game that it was like an afterthought. Because it's just like random geometry slapped together a little bit.
Yeah.
But bring it back, why not? It's fun.
More retro.
Yeah.
Callbacks, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Pirate Ship from Zelda Wind Waker.
Toon Link needs some stage.
Yes. I wonder what Toon Link's home stage is.
Spirit Shack stage, maybe?
Oh, you're almost certainly right. Yeah, so bring that one back. This was infamously left out of the 3DS version because swimming was removed from that game. But they made an HD version of it for the Wii U DLC, so I assume it's going to be back. I'm almost saying that all the DLC is sure in for it, aside from Miiverse.
Yeah.
Which was free. Planet Zebus. Which one's this? Oh, this is the N64 Metroid stage. I don't think it'll be back. It's too similar to the Brinstar from Melee, which is back. And I don't need it then. Like, really? It's not that important to me. What about you?
No. Saffron City's back, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it would be neat in a way to have all the N64 stages, but some of them are just kind of redundant.
Yeah. They've been changed from one. They've been, like, I would say they're altered, and the aspects from them can appear in other stages, some of them at least.
Sure. Poke Floats. I think that's one that we both really want.
But I don't know. It works too well anymore.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, those Pokemon are kind of old that are appearing in it.
Oh, you think it's like irrelevant at this point?
Yeah, a little.
I mean,
but I guess they're they have the other Pokemon stages coming back, like the Diamond and Pearl one and the Pokemon League from the Kalos region.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Yeah, put it in there as kind of Kanto representation. I mean, we got that in the because the Pokemon Stadium 1 stage is Kanto representation, but there's nothing really Pokemon. There's nothing Kanto about it.
Yeah.
Like the fire area and stuff.
Well, the Poke Floats is more Johto representation than Kanto, I would say. Because you have
I guess you have one
and
Sudowoodo, Wobbuffet. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a bit of both. Because you also have Coughing, Venusaur, Squirtle. Squirtle is the opening part of that. Yeah. And then Chansey. I guess it's a mixture of both. Yeah. I say bring it back. Why not?
And like Kanto with Let's Go coming out shortly.
Oh, that's a good point. Plus, does Johto really have anything in Smash aside from that?
Not really.
Yeah, so bring it back. Hyrosphere. This is the infamous Ridley stage from the Wii U game. Not going to be back because Ridley's in the game now. Yeah. I've heard arguments that Ridley's technically a clone Ridley because of Other M or something, but that stage kind of sucked anyway, if I recall anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of those boss stages, aside from Wily's Castle, I didn't think were all that fun. Like I don't really like the Xenoblade one with Metal Face.
Yeah. What? Metal Face is such a memorable character.
He's just dumb.
I haven't played Xenoblade, so he might be actually a really memorable character.
Possibly. I don't know, Xenoblade. Well, I'll just leave my thoughts on Xenoblade out of this. But yeah. Let's see here. Oh, the game nerd brings up a Pokemon Ranger. Would you like to see a new Pokemon Ranger game, Tom? As the resident Pokemon expert here. Or maybe some representation in Smash even. That'd be a real deep cut.
No.
No? Really? Yeah. I thought you liked those ones.
They're fine, but like I'm not like super for them or anything.
Okay.
They're just fine games.
They always looked really interesting to me, but I was not too good at them. What do you think of Conquest, by the way?
Oh, that was really fun.
Oh yeah. All right. Rainbow Cruise from Melee. This one is probably just as well known for having great music as it is for being a pretty fun stage. This is another example of a super gimmick-heavy stage that doesn't feel like the gimmicks will kill you on their own, at least. Do you know which one we're talking about here? The sailing ship stage for Melee?
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's this one is fun sometimes, and then other times it's like, no. Some of the platforms can be kind of...
Oh, the collision on them can be kind of funky. That's just the problem with Melee in general, is that it feels like it's kind of funky. So, one thing that obviously bringing it back could do is fix those problems. So I don't know. I definitely want this one back. This is a big one for me. If it came back, I'd be like, great. This is great news. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd enjoy it coming back. I think it's worthy of coming back.
Like, in my opinion, this one is higher up than Mute City Melee is. What do you think?
Mute City. No, I wouldn't go there.
Okay. Next up, we have Rainbow Road from the 3DS game. This is a Mario Kart stage that isn't based on Mario Circuit, which I guess is kind of interesting. And that usually Mario Kart stages are based on Mario Circuit. This is good because it has the Rainbow Road music from the N64 game, which I think is pretty universally accepted as awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it back, I guess. I'm not too like jazzed on the stage, aside from the music. Bring the music back. And I don't think you played it, or at least remember playing it. Rumble Falls Yeah, I doubt you'll remember this one. This was a Donkey Kong stage from Brawl, where you climb up the stage. It's kind of like Icicle Mountain.
Kind of remember it. Yeah.
And it gets faster. And this one is another like, this is not a fun stage because the gimmick's too crazy. It gets too fast, and you're fighting against the stage more than you're fighting against people. Like something I should say, by the way, is that even when there's a bad stage in Smash Brothers, it's still like not horrible. I don't think there's ever been like a totally horrible Smash Brothers stage. It's just bad by Smash standards. And so this one is not one that I need to see come back. What about you?
No, I don't really care for it.
I mean, Donkey Kong could always use some more stages, I guess.
Well, if Donkey Kong had a few more characters, then yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So yeah, I'll pass on that one. Sector Z. This is essentially Corneria, the Star Fox stage, but with a different background. It's the N64 version. Don't need it. Just make it like an alternate version that will randomly appear when you select Corneria, maybe?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, it's the N64 background. If you wanted to go and do anything for it, that is. Otherwise, I just say skip it.
Yeah.
Windy Hill Zone was the Sonic stage from the Wii U version.
Oh. No, that's the Green Hill one.
Yeah, not Green Hill, Windy Hill. This was based on Sonic Lost World, which is, I don't know if anyone remembers that game at this point. Yeah, I think that Pokemon Conquest was a little, I don't know if it did all that well.
Probably.
Because it was very weird and was like a crossover between, I believe, Nobunaga's Ambition and Pokemon. Like, what a bizarre thing, but in the game's defense, I mean, Nobunaga's Ambition is pretty great. The NES game, I like that one quite a bit. Yeah. Okay. So Windy Hill Zone, do you even remember it?
Jeez.
Woolly World, Yoshi's Woolly World. Surely you remember this.
Yes, I remember Yoshi's Woolly World.
This stage, much like the game, is kind of generic.
Yeah.
I like the yarn idea. I know that Sakurai originally was planning this to be a Kirby's Epic Yarn stage, but that got worked later in when he found out about Woolly World, its development. One of the rare examples of a game that gets represented after the fact in Smash. I guess bring it back because it is unique. But if this one didn't come back again, I wouldn't be shedding any tears, I don't think. Yoshi's already got some great stages returning. Yeah. Specifically Yoshi's Story, which I think is maybe the best Yoshi stage. Really, Tom? Really? That's shocking. They should bring the Gyromite stage in, because Rob needs a home stage already. Lastly, or second to lastly, we have Yoshi's Island from Melee, the Mario World stage, with the rotating blocks in the middle that will kill you if you hit them.
Your favorite.
Yeah, this one should be back.
Yeah, it seems like a classic.
It seems
even though it's one of those stages, the hazards will kill you more
than the other players.
Yeah.
They get a little bit better though when they brought it into the Wii U version. So, hopefully they kind of keep with whatever alterations they made, and it's in HD already, so why not? So the last stages we can talk about then are PictoChat and PictoChat 2. We know that there is a PictoChat level in the game, but we don't know what it is. I think they're going to do a flat zone X approach, and just mix them together into one PictoChat X with all the hazards from both stages. Because why not? And that wraps up our discussion of the stages returning. We want to take a moment now, I guess, and we could discuss what we want to see. So we went through all the stages. We completed it. How long did that take us? An hour. That's sad. But now we're here, so let's talk about new stages. We know about New Donk City, Moray Towers, and Breath of the Wild stage.
I'm excited for New Donk City. I think that is a wonderful choice for a stage.
That is the best one they could have done. However, there's a possibility that this is the ultimate, like, Mario Odyssey traveling stage. So you start in New Donk City, and then the Odyssey will rise to the ground, and then you're in the Cascade Kingdom. And then you're in that awesome kingdom with the dragon.
Yeah.
Ruin Kingdom, I believe. I think that would be maybe better. What do you think? Do you think that they should focus on just one area?
I think I'd like to see just one area.
Sure. I don't know.
Just focus on New Donk City because there's so much to see in each and every kingdom. Like traveling between each and only getting to see small bits of them just seems like a crime.
It's like a disservice to the grandeur of the Mario Odyssey world. I could agree with that. In a way, I want to see as much Mario Odyssey content as possible, and I'm surprised that we're getting as much as we have. But I guess by that same token, you make a really excellent point. New Donk City could easily be its own stage, and for now, we have no reason to believe that it won't be, but it's possible. Yeah. What else we got then? What do you think of the Splatoon stage from what you've seen of it?
I think it's okay. Doesn't look like super
like your number one stage. Yeah. It's got a very basic design, like the Zelda stage. Where the Zelda stage is mostly horizontal, the Splatoon stage is mostly vertical.
Yeah.
So they kind of fill those two design ideas very perfectly, but it's a little basic. I do like the Moray Towers in Splatoon. That's probably my favorite Splatoon level. I think a lot of people do.
I'm just upset.
You don't want to talk about Splatoon because of the Octo Expansion's ridiculous boss fight? Yeah. But I don't know. I can't say that I wouldn't like to see another Splatoon stage that maybe is a little bit more interesting.
I mean, Splatoon has become a big franchise, so...
It's one of Nintendo's tentpoles now.
Yeah.
I'm sure that when Splatoon 3 launches for Switch 2.0, that it's going to be like a huge deal.
Yeah.
If we don't get more in the base game, then it's a definite candidate for DLC stages. A new Splatoon level. My theory is that perhaps if the Octolings get added in as characters, they bring the stage with them. But that's just my thought. Okay, so that's all we know about. What do we want to see then?
Are we going to new characters, or?
Well, I guess we can kind of make.
Well,
I kind of want to stay on stages for a little bit. Rob, of course, needs a stage. I think that the game nerd makes a good point. Make it like a Gyromite, maybe stack up in there too. Like both of Rob's games, he only had 2 of them. Make them into stages somehow, or like NES stage, Famicom stage, just like everything about the NES in a stage. The power pads there.
Yeah. The power glove.
The power
glove should be an item.
That would be hilarious. You know, the zapper. Though the duck kind of represents that idea. But yeah, give Rob something, for Christ's sake. The poor guy. Sukapon's in the game from Joy Mech Fight, which was a NES fighter. That could be a fun idea for a stage. Especially since he's not his own playable character. Or actually, there's actually debate as to whether Sukapon is a man or a woman, even though it's just a collection of circles. But either way,
that's very important.
Important. But yeah, either way, that would be cool to see, like a Joy Mech Fight stage or some other forgotten NES game that's not going to get any attention aside from maybe a stage in Smash Brothers. What else would be fun? I mean, a Link to the Past stage. You know, while we're talking about it,
well, since Zelda's redesigned.
Yeah, you could do it based on Link Between Worlds.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. That'd be great. What would it be? Some ideas would be Death Mountain, the ruined Low Rule Castle. That was a really cool scene from Link Between Worlds. I also like the ice. Well, I guess that was Death Mountain, was ice in Link Between Worlds. Or even the Thief Village. There's a lot of areas they could take from Link to the Past, to be honest.
I think they should do something with the Lionels, though, like in
the ones that shoot fire. That'd be fun. Oh, they need to do that. Also, oh well, I guess Young Link technically has the Great Bay as a stage.
Yeah.
But another fun one would be Clock Tower area. They did that with Super Smash Flash 2, and it was a really good stage. They had like the fairies in the background and stuff. That could be cool. And you could even have the time mechanic. They kind of do that with the Great Bay where the moon like collides. Yeah. But I wonder if they could do something else with it even. If they just went full on, how can we make a Majora's Mask gimmick level? Could be neat. But actually, you know, to be perfectly honest, I think Zelda deserves representation then, in terms of a stage.
Yeah.
Because she's the odd one out now. I think everyone else is accounted for. More or less. Well, actually, I'll look up real quick here. Because I'm trying to remember what Ganon's home stage is. By the way, guys, we're going to be trying to stream the Direct tomorrow, so join us then, I guess. Let's see what Ganon's home stage is. It is Bridge of Eldin. See, I don't really feel like that fits Ganon's Ganon's Ocarina of Time design.
Yeah, that's a more Twilight Princess.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe throw some Ocarina of Time stuff in there.
Yeah.
While you're at it. Because you got like Skyward Sword represented even. And I don't think any of the characters are based on Skyward Sword, are they? Unless Sheik's design is like kind of inspired by that. I don't know where Sheik
wasn't in Skyward Sword at all, though.
Right, but I don't think she was in Twilight Princess, and that's where her design is like based on. Last time I checked, anyway, it was for Brawl. They designed the Sheik with the idea of this is what Sheik would look like if she were in Twilight Princess. Okay, other series that could use a new stage. Earthbound I don't feel like needs a new stage because they've just done so good about bringing content back.
Yeah.
Mario I don't think needs any more. Mario's got plenty. Especially with New Donk City, like how do you do better than that?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy. Maybe they could do a new Final Fantasy stage to go along with Midgar, because that stage is okay, but I would rather, just as like a classic Nintendo fan, like a Final Fantasy 8-bit style Final Fantasy stage. That'd be kind of cool. I know Cloud doesn't come from that era, but it would still be neat. And this is like probably the last opportunity we're gonna have to see Final Fantasy content in Smash, if I could guess. Donkey Kong could use a stage explicitly based on Donkey Kong Country for Super Nintendo. Well, I guess they kind of are, slightly. It's not exactly obvious, but it's possible. But in particular, I've mentioned before that I want to see King K. Rool in the game, so to bring with him a stage based on the game Plank Galleon from the end of that game, I think that's just the perfect Smash for this stage. It's on a ship, got the barrels in the background. The only thing I could think is maybe it's too similar to Pirate Ship from Wind Waker.
Yeah.
But I don't think it matters too much. I think they could make it work. Oh, a Burger Time stage. That'd be cool. Yeah, any like classic arcade game. I wonder who owns Burger Time at this point.
Yeah, they could do like a classic arcade game collection, like between them, and like Donkey Kong can do.
Well, Donkey Kong they already have their own stage for.
Yeah.
But no, I get what you mean though. That's a good point. I dig that idea. Alright. I think that kind of covers everything we would want for stages, just off the top of our head anyway. Another thing that I kind of thought about would, like, if we were to add an Earthbound stage, would be the Cave of the Past from Earthbound, where you encountered Gygus and Pokey. That could be kind of neat, and since they have stage bosses in the game still, Mecha Pokey as a stage boss, or Go Mother 3 instead, that final area, and you could reuse the Brawl Pokeboss.
Yeah.
Because he's already constructed, essentially. But yeah, I think that... Is there any Pokemon stages you could think of that would be cool? I guess Sun and Moon
something from Gen 7. I'd say, what's the mountain called? I'm not sure what the mountain is called in Gen 7 by the, it's by the Pokemon window.
Okay. So, but the Gen 7 area. Yeah. Gen 7 Pokemon League. Or, what do they call it? The Victory Path?
A Victory Road.
Champion Road? Victory Road, okay, yeah. Like Victory Road from Gen 7, is that what you're kind of thinking?
Yeah, but I don't think it's called Victory Road in Gen 7.
Okay. Shows how much I know about Pokemon.
It's like some mountain. I can't remember their name up right now.
I think that's a good guess. Okay, well let's talk some characters, Tom.
I want Paper Mario.
I know that's a big one for you. I think that would be a cool character. And honestly, there's 3 Links in the game. Surely we can get 2 Marios that are so different anyway. And he kind of fills that same function that Toon Link does.
Yeah.
Like, this is a different style of Mario, a different style of gameplay. You know, a different character, essentially. And with Paper Mario, he's got a ton of stuff to draw on. From his hammer to the sticker thing. I know you hate the sticker thing, but,
you know, he could even go ahead and build on the Inkling's ability of ink. With Color Splash.
Ah. That's an interesting idea, because they do have like a paint type mechanic in the game already. I never thought about that. That's really cool. Are you saying Paper Mario as an Inkling Echo Fighter?
No, just them have similar
properties.
Yeah.
Because the Inklings, the way it works is that it sprays the character and then you deal more damage to him when you hit him. Do the same thing with Paper Mario.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I think also if you're gonna have the paint bucket character as one of his attacks, bring in some of the other partners. Like maybe his, that how you can dodge. That could be Bao. Is that her name? The Boo. She hides Mario.
Yeah.
She makes him invisible for like a second as his dodge sidestep. There's a lot of cool stuff you could do with that. And then if that happens, it's my idea first.
You heard it here.
You heard it here first. King K. Rool is been at the top of my list since I first played Melee. When Brawl was coming out, and I followed that blog religiously.
Super Dojo?
Smash Brothers Dojo. Every day, every night, always clicking refresh on our low speed internet. That was just a huge deal. But King K. Rool is one that is just so requested, I think not just by me, by a lot of fans, that it feels like if he doesn't happen this time, it's never happening. Ridley got in, for God's sake, and
the thing about King K. Rool, isn't there stuff with Rare?
I would have thought so, but if you think about it, he's been in stuff outside of the Rare games. He was in Super Sluggers for GameCube, the baseball game. So, and he appears as a trophy in, I think, every Smash game. So I don't think there's a problem.
I mean, he'll probably get into trophies.
Honestly, that's kind of what I'm expecting to see tomorrow, is King K. Rool be confirmed as an assist trophy. It will at the very least be good that he's in the game at all. But I would be pretty disappointed still. Other characters, something from Gen 7, Tom. Lay a Gen 7 Pokemon on me.
Decidueye.
That's the popular pick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little popular.
Is that a character that you personally
Yeah,
Like, have
I
any
think it's the best final starter evolution.
I've heard people talk about Incineroar recently. You're not a big fan of that one?
It'd make a good second choice, I'd say.
Okay. But not, Poplios?
No, I don't think it
Would work as a Smash
No.
character? Yeah, I mean, I know Mimikyu is another one that people are really talking about, and I think that could be a character that you could do some interesting stuff with. My only thing there is that do we really need a third Pokemon based on Pikachu, essentially? Because we already have Pikachu and Pichu, and then associated costumes for Pikachu that are like almost different characters in a way, like the new Pikachu Libre character or costume. I wouldn't mind seeing Pikmin get a new rep, like Louis, or the president of the company, or any of the characters from Pikmin 3.
I thought they had just other costumes.
For Olimar?
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do that too. I mean, Alf appeared as another costume for Olimar, but he was the only one.
Some stuff in this thing.
Oh, weird. You couldn't beat the Mothman.
Yeah. Wait, let me check my items. I have the fire rod already. Ooh.
Get it together, Tom.
Here I was doing stuff that I didn't need to do.
But I mean, if you want to do an Echo character, take any of the Pikmin, essentially. Just give them different, like, throwing capabilities. Maybe they can have a little bit more distance, but weaker attack. Something like that. Other characters... I'm trying to think of, like, unrepresented franchises. Well, Simon Belmont from Castlevania. Along those same lines, I was thinking Takahashi Meijin from Adventure Island, because Konami owns that series. And that's a very infamous series, especially in Japan. Like, the original Adventure Island is, like, legendary there, as is demonstrated in that great Game Center CX episode about it. But I feel like Simon Belmont would be more fun. We don't really have a character like that. We have a bunch of sword characters, but someone with, like, a whip? That seems very different and pretty unique. I think we've once again found a game too intense. Tom's getting drawn into Link to the Past.
I'm sorry.
What do you think about Simon Belmont?
I say that Simon Belmont is more probable than most fighters.
Especially third party?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he has like a strong connection with Nintendo, and is another one of those fighters that like draw from classic.
Yeah, from the like NES era, especially because I'm thinking like Castlevania is a big series, but very few of the popular games came out on home console Nintendo systems after the initial NES run, and the NES games primarily starred Simon, so he's a good pick. I mean, I know Symphony of the Night is probably more popular, but that game didn't come out on Nintendo consoles. And then you have like the DS games. I just don't feel like those are name recognition enough to be good picks. Well, I heard something weird, like, if the moth hits the spikes, then it actually doesn't technically deal any damage. Had you heard that before?
No, I haven't.
That is a fact I learned. Who else could we get as a character? Isabelle is another rumored one. As an Echo Fighter for the Villager.
Yeah.
Why not? Why? Like, to me, it's just... The Echo Fighter thing is so good for me, because I think that Smash basically satisfies every category of character, you know? Like, I love when something like Duck Hunt happens, it's just a totally new thing that you didn't expect. But, basically, all the characters I could ever want are there. So if you just add, like, a new one that's easy, that's good for me. So, Isabelle, why not? It's weird because I feel like in the games, she's not that similar to the Villager in terms of what her role is. So, that's a little bit... Like, what do you do?
She could design houses, though.
She could design houses, yes. Or direct you to houses to design, perhaps. But she's popular, and people really want her in, so I say My dream version of the Smash Brothers game is one where everyone is satisfied. I know that that's not going to happen because Waluigi fans are pretty put off by the Law Man himself not making it in.
Waluigi doesn't make the cut.
He's like, Sakurai comes on, there's something I want to retract from my previous episode. Waluigi will no longer be an assist trophy. He's not in the game at all. Just remove him entirely.
This is due to harassment.
Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah.
What the heck is wrong with people? Oh man. Poor Sakurai. He tries so hard. He works himself to the literal bone. And then these ungrateful pricks are like, you didn't put Waluigi, the classic character who was like made up for a sports game, in here.
But he's good at parties.
He is good at parties. No, I like Waluigi. I just think that people took it too far.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll see that Waru Peachy, the infamous Wa version of Peach that Miyamoto like despised so much that he's like, get rid of that. We're not putting that in the game. Yeah. What else is there? Surely, you see, there's just like so many characters in Smash that. Oh well, we could talk about, I guess, Echo Fighters as a concept. One that I thought that would be kind of cool is Classic Sonic, because I think Sonic's modern design is kind of lame. I've never really liked it that much. My heart is with the Sonic Mania, Sonic Classic Genesis style. And, oh, that's one that I want to say for stages, too. Studiopolis Zone from Mania, which is one of the best songs in recent gaming. Like, great soundtrack for Mania as a whole, but the Studiopolis song is great. And really striking visual design on that stage. So that'd be cool to see that in Ultimate. But bringing Classic Sonic in as a cool reference, and development time would be low because he'd be essentially the same as Sonic, as he currently is, I want to say. I mean, I'm not that big of a Sonic fan, so maybe there's some distinct differences that people could lay on me, but I don't know. Or Shadow, I guess, is the other one that they could do.
But he would have guns.
I don't think you can do the bird yet, Tom. You gotta free him. You gotta free the bird.
I just saw that I had the
Alright. Is there, like, oh, Miss Pac-Man's another one I thought about.
Good Echo Fighter.
Yeah.
Would be nice and quick.
Nice and quick. The only thing you'd really have to change is Pac-Man has that neutral B move where he summons various various Pac-Man items. Just change it up for Miss Pac-Man's and give him slightly different properties. It is so good and so easy that I don't see why they don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, and Octolings would be another quick one. You see, I'm more about variety of visuals than I am about variety of gameplay styles. Because, like I said, it's all been satisfied at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely still trying new things with Ridley and the Inkling. But like with Ridley, for example, I hear people kind of complaining now that he's in the game because he controls like weirdly, you know, and he's kind of hard to get a grasp of. I mean, in Sakurai's defense, he kind of said, "Hey, Ridley's not exactly an easy, thing for me to accomplish." Dark Samus, by that same token, Metroid.
Yeah.
Easy Echo Fighter. Can you think of any Echo Fighters, Tom, that, like, off the top of your head that would be, like...
Boshi?
That'd be great. Well, I mean, think about this. Square Enix is, on board for this one. Boshi was a Mario RPG character. Put Boshi in the game. Personally, I'm surprised Birdo hasn't shown up in Smash yet. It seems like a pretty obvious one almost.
I'd say you're making good assist trophy at the very least.
Oh, sure. Yeah, honestly, I could see a whole move set involving shooting eggs.
Actually, Michael, if you look at Melee, Birdo did make Smash.
Oh, she's in the background of the Mario the Mushroom Kingdom 2 stage, and
Yeah.
we've seen that. We've seen her in Ultimate. So I guess that's not gonna happen. But that could be a future character.
Yeah.
And these penguins could be a character. I think we'll hear about a lot of assist trophies tomorrow. Hopefully, some interesting ones. Oh, what about Skull Kid as a character? Because we've not seen that assist trophy back yet.
I think it'd just come back as an assist trophy. I don't think there is much to Skull Kid.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
I was thinking like Final Smash is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
You know, the moon. Drop the moon on the stage. Kind of similar to Ness and Lucas's. Oh, that's another one I'm gonna put down as a character is Ninten, as an echo of Ness. Home stage being Magic Camp.
I don't see it.
You don't see it?
I think that we were lucky to get Lucas back, and that's the end of it.
No, I just see like it'd be so easy to put Ninten in there, and there you have the entire Mother series represented in the game through 3 easy characters. I mean, personally, I'd rather see Pokey as a character. I think he'd be harder to like realize though. Like, what would a Pokey moveset look like that doesn't involve him in his mech and being like a huge character on the field that's way too big? So I don't know. Ninten would be cool to me. I don't. Would you be happy with a Ninten reveal?
Yeah, I'd be happy with any new character reveal.
That's my thoughts too. As much as I have my top ones that I want, like I want King K. Rool, anything is good at this point, especially with how big the roster already is. In fact, I don't know if you could make it any bigger without it becoming stupid. Like, I don't know about you, but I think Smash's character limit is sitting around the 80 mark.
Yeah.
That's about as big as you can make it without things just becoming like, ugh, too many characters. We'll find out tomorrow, though. If there isn't a character reveal tomorrow, then I'm saying we've got everybody that we're going to get. And I think we're going to have some very angry people online, even though this is still the biggest Smash game ever. Ever in the history of forever. Want to talk modes quick? I've got an idea for a mode that might interest you.
Sure. So
do you recall in Melee, there were a few event matches that took place on top of trophies?
Yeah.
Like there would be basically you'd be able to fight on Majora's Mask or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was always annoyed that you couldn't play those stages in the game itself, even though like they would be the stages are completely like broken and would be probably biased towards a couple characters that could cheese them. But I was thinking a stage called Amiibo. You scan in your Amiibo, and the Amiibo is the stage.
Oh, that would be a great stage.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that would be a cool one, and obviously it would be compatible with the Smash Amiibos, and it would make the Smash Amiibos more useful, because I like the training your character thing. It's a good gimmick for a couple characters, you know, that you like your favorite character. I can max them out and have my special version of it. But you know, if you want the Amiibo to do something else, the Amiibo, my Amiibo stage idea is, I think, the way to go for it. You have any like dream modes like that before we get into the ones we think are actually gonna?
No.
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 I mean, I would always be interested in like some series-specific mode. Like, this mode is based on Mario, and so it has some sort of Mario gimmick that would not really work in a normal Smash Brothers context. Something like that. Like, oh, we've recreated the entirety of Super Mario Brothers 1 as a Smash Brothers mode. You know, play through it with the various characters, kind of like that Smash crossover game that was online for a while, a few years ago. something like that. Yeah. So as far as stages that we think are probably coming back, I think we both agree that there's going to be a story mode of some kind this time.
Yeah.
The reason being, A, there's been some leaks that suggest such, and B, I think more importantly, as Sakurai said, we're trying to make the process for unlocking characters interesting. And I think the way that you do that is a story mode. Or an adventure mode of some kind.
Yeah, just something to do that's a bit more single player.
Yes. Yeah. Like, what were your feelings on Subspace Emissary?
I thought it was fun, but I think I enjoyed the adventure mode more.
From Melee?
Yeah.
I agree. There's something like... It's a little bit more pick up and play. Where Subspace Emissary is like an 8-hour thing if you're like playing, especially on harder difficulties.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, what made Subspace Emissary so cool was that it had those cutscenes. Yeah. And it had some really great ones. Like, everything with Ness and Lucas I thought was perfect. Those are some really memorable shots. Really, all of it is just super memorable. The endings where all the characters are there, and then the weird blue man.
Butterfly blue man?
Taboo, I think. Tabao. You think he'll be back? I don't know what happened to him. I think Sakurai got rid of him. Said you don't make any sense. I guess he was controlling Master Hand all along.
Very stinky, and he had to wear it all day.
Poor Tableau. But yeah, I mean, something like that. I don't need a Subspace Emissary, but I think I'd actually prefer that just because I like those cutscenes. Maybe make them a little less generic, though, in the environments that you travel through, because in Subspace Emissary, a lot of the environments were like, this is forest land. It wasn't really based on, like, any game.
Yeah.
And I think that was a little bit, like, a little lame. So, they could change that up. A crazy crossover story where Snake and Ryu, Cloud, and Pac-Man all have roles. There's something stupidly appealing about that. Pac-Man and Snake have to team up to defeat Ryu. It is kind of goofy. Oh, speaking of Ryu, Ken would be an easy Echo Fighter, probably.
Yeah.
Or Akuma. Or Dan. Dan the Man. Yeah. So story mode, classic mode will definitely be back. I don't think you can release a Smash Brothers game without classic mode.
I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be very good.
Yeah, I definitely see classic mode coming back. It's got to. Yeah. Hopefully they make it a little bit more interesting than the Wii U version of classic, though. Mm-hmm. With like, I get what he was trying to go for, where you kind of strategize. Oh, how do I want to take out the characters? It just isn't visually engaging like Melee's is, where it goes bum bum versus Falco. You know, where it feels like someone actually took time to design a mode.
Yeah.
With Smash Wii U, it kind of just feels like whatever. Oh, what about assist trophies? Are there any assist trophies you'd like to see? Not characters, but assist trophies. Duster is high up there for me.
Yeah, Duster would be cool to see.
The champions from Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah, those would be good to see.
I wonder if they'd work as their own character, though.
Oh, wait, have we seen Link's Final Smash? We have, haven't we?
Link's Final Smash is Ancient Arrows. However, we have not seen Young Link's Final Smash.
That's interesting. I wonder what Pichu's Final Smash would be.
They've already shown it. It's the same as Pikachu's. But it probably damages itself. It knocks itself out after it uses it. There's a few we haven't seen, actually. A big reason why people think that Chrom is in the game as an Echo Fighter is because we've not seen Robin's Final Smash. Chrom was, of course, a big part of that. So, ergo, Chrom is in the game, and they're gonna... Maybe, that would be a good reveal for this next Direct, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll go over the Final Smashes. Who else do we not know about? I wonder Final Smash 1. There's a handful. I mean, like Duck Hunts is probably the same, even though we haven't seen that yet.
Everything is more streamlined, I remember. Saying, so.
Right. So any of the transformational ones are out. I want to say we've seen all the ones that were transformational already.
Does it even get a final?
Yeah, now it's back to the triple finish from Brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's any transformational ones left.
Oh, Giga Bowser, but it's.
Like... Oh yeah, technically, yeah. Wario and Giga Bowser are technically transformational, but you can't control them around the stage. Oh wait, just thought of it. Mega Lucario will have to be different.
Yeah.
Mega Mewtwo was okay because that one wasn't really a transformational one. I guess maybe they could bring back that Aurora Beam thing from Brawl.
Yeah.
That one kind of sucked.
You could do like a Z move thing.
Oh, Z move. Yeah, if they do it, I just want it to be kind of flashy and expressive. Because those are the best ones. Like, in Brawl, I think maybe both of our favorite Final Smash, definitely mine, was the Blue Falcon. Come on, Blue Falcon! Runs him over. Because it was just so different. And, like Giga Bowser was cool, but it never worked, right? Like, you could never KO anyone with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that... Yeah, what do you think for Young Link?
Young Link, I think he goes ahead and puts on the Fierce Deity mask.
And then he goes chop.
Yeah.
I hope they don't just make it...
The same thing
that Toon Link has now.
Yeah.
Because if you could make each Link have a distinct Final Smash, that'd be pretty cool. It would make the characters feel more necessary. I think that Fierce Deity is a good idea. I also think, I don't know, doing something with the moon maybe? Or the Four Giants, possibly? Yeah. The only issue would be they appear in the background of Great Bay, so Or you do like something where it's the various spirits that you possess over the course of your journey. Goron guy, they all like show up and pummel you or something. Some music related thing maybe with the ocarina or even. There's a lot you could do. Yeah. And I think Daisy is probably going to be identical to Peach's Final Smash, if I could guess. I don't think they'd put any extra time into that.
No, they would put the most time into it.
Daisy, who was probably added in like the day of the direct. Like, oh shoot, we don't have anything. What do we throw in there to get people who are easily excited, into this game? I am happy Daisy's there. Like, just because it's a new skin for a character. Yeah. But I was just surprised how many people were really happy Daisy appeared. I didn't know she had that strong of a fan base.
She was in Mario Land.
Yeah, she was in Mario Land. That's her only real big appearance aside from sports games.
Sports games are important too.
Oh no, they are. That could be another stage, Mario Tennis stage. I also give Mario Tennis give Mario his Mario Tennis outfit from the new Aces game.
Yeah.
Why not? Just put Yarn Yoshi in there. As a costume for Yoshi. I was saying to Tom earlier that I think that another good DLC option, if they don't want to develop more characters, is to create brand new costumes for a lot of them. Project M had some really cool ones, like the Mr. L costume for Luigi.
Yeah.
That one was neat. The Pigmask Army outfit for Lucas. Had some pretty cool things. Like, Project M is not a great game, really. It's a little, like, broken and kind of... it has its problems. But as far as, like, costumes and stuff, like Dry Bowser, another great idea for a costume.
Yeah.
Especially because he's been the boss of a couple, like the final boss of a couple Super Mario Brothers games at this point, I think.
Yeah.
So he'd be good. I don't know if there's any other Yoshi characters you could really bring in.
You could bring. Oh no, you can bring the different colored Yoshis.
Yeah, they're already part of Yoshi. Is there another like Yoshi character that they could do? I don't even know.
Magic Koopa.
I mean, I guess that's probably about as close as you could get as one of like the minion characters to a new character. This game is so good. It's criminally good. Even the NES version of this is great. I'd like to see more stages that are just retro graphically. You know, where it takes like with that F-Zero stage on 3DS or the Kirby stage. That kind of stuff is just really cool. It makes you feel like you're really in the Nintendo game. It really immerses you in the Nintendo experience. Hi, I'm Warren Spector. Does anyone even talk about him anymore?
I don't think so.
I think he's faded into irrelevancy.
Epic Mickey. Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse is the only non-video game character that could probably make it into Smash. Honestly. More Donkey Kong stuff. More Donkey Kong. Dude, put a Tropical Freeze thing in there.
Dixie Kong.
Oh, sure. Dixie's good. Cranky.
Yeah.
Funky. New funky mode. You know what would be kind of a cool item? Is one of the Animal Buddy boxes. You bounce on it and it unleashes Rambi or the frog.
Yeah.
Something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Or like as an assist trophy.
Yeah. No, as an assist trophy too. Well, Tom, we've talked for an hour and 45 minutes about Smash Brothers, and I don't know that we got anywhere.
I don't know either.
Do you think they'll show off Amiibo? I think they'll show off more Amiibo tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they'll show off Amiibo.
They'll show off the Pokemon Trainer Amiibo, which will be a massive $50 Amiibo that's this big and has all the characters on it. I also think we might even see the reveal that, yes, all the old Amiibo are getting re-released with new artwork and new molds. So go crazy, collectors. Your money belongs to us. Fork it over, because you know you'll pay $100 for that NES Amiibo with the bat. Yeah.
You know, we might not have gotten any further in Smash Brothers, like, discussion. But you know what? I got 3 crystals in like 45 minutes. And I think that's pretty impressive.
It's definitely a lot better than earlier in the stream when we were just trying to find a ROM that worked. So, closing thoughts, Tom?
I think I would enjoy any new characters that they would put.
Anything
new I'm good for, because I know this is going to be a great game because they have a great developer working on it.
So they say, okay, we have the last character announcement is Pink Gold Peach.
I'd be fine with it.
Same. Like, as dumb as that thing was in Mario Kart 8, it's like, it's just extra stuff. So something, I guess this will be my final statement as we close off, kind of expanding on what you thought. There's a lot of talk about slots as they relate to Smash Brothers. Character slots or spots. And I just want to kind of like talk about how this idea is nonsense, because this is not how Sakurai plans out a game. Infamously, in a interview with Iwata was just like basically laying on praise after praise to Sakurai, and Sakurai's like, "Oh, thanks, bud." It's just one of the things he said though was you can plan everything so meticulously in your mind, like you can envision a game completely in full before you even start working on it. That's the thing about Sakurai. He has all the characters that are going to be in the game in the project plan stage. He knows exactly how many there are, and then if any characters extra are in, those are the clone characters like Dark Pit or Lucina. Those are like, oh well, we completed everything we needed. Now we can add extra stuff. So anyone who's like gonna get mad because there's gonna be probably more clones than new characters, we might not get any more new characters.
Yeah.
I just remember this is like gravy on top. This is all extra stuff. They're not taking up a slot that would have gone to another character. All the characters that were going to be done are done, and it's extra stuff. The Echo Fighters are extra, is my final statement. So, I'm excited for tomorrow. Join us then, and we'll be streaming it, I hope.
Yeah.
And I think it should be a good deal of fun. I want to thank everyone who subscribed. I want to thank my Patreon supporters for supporting me on Patreon. I want to thank Tom for stopping by for a quick stream before he has to leave for school. I appreciate it. And I just I look forward to tomorrow for Smash Brothers. I think that's it. I'll see you guys later.